Okay, hello everyone. It's nice to have you here. Okay, I can see Ikechukwu Nonso. Hi Nonso, it's nice to have you here. Hi Johanna. Andrew, it's nice to have you on this call. Okay, so let's see who else we have on this call. Okay, so I guess the others are going to join us. And without taking much of our time, I want to meet you, Andrew. I want to meet you, so I would also love to meet Taiwo. So Andrew, where are you joining us from? Hi Andrew, can you hear me? I'm asking where you're joining us from. Hi Nonso, I'd like to know where you're joining us from. Hello Taiwo, I'd like to know where you're joining in from. Are you joining from Texas, United States? Are you joining from Hull, United Kingdom? I'd love to know where you're joining. Are you joining from Sunderland, United Kingdom? Are you joining from Manchester? Are you joining in from Ghana? Okay, I got you, Andrew. So where in the UK are you joining from? Is it Hull, Sunderland? Okay. Okay, Kenneth Chukwu is joining from the UK. Oh, that's cool. Dami, hi Dami. I see you just joined this call. I would love to know where you're joining in from. Are you joining from Texas, Beaumont? Are you joining from Washington in the US? Are you joining from Canada, Ontario, Toronto? Where are you joining in from? Are you joining from Lisbon, South Africa, or from Ghana? Are you joining from Nigeria, Abuja? I would like to meet us all. Yeah. Okay. So now I know Kenneth Chukwu is from Jenny from the UK, and so is Andrew. Hi, Taiwo. I don't know if you're in this call, but trust me, if you're here, I would love to get your full attention, Taiwo. I'd love to be in this session and not just come and join and not be here. So let's be active. I want us to discuss. We're going to talk, right? Hi, Usama. Nice to have you in this call. Nice to have you join us. Okay, I'm Isabella Martins of Amdari. Yes, Isabella Martins of Amdari. So, quick one. Let's dive into what we have today. So, let's dive into what we have today. And today, I'm here to talk to everyone, right? We're going to be talking too much about data roles. We're going to discuss opportunities in these spaces. And so, let's dive right into it. And it's very important that you register, you fill in the attendance form, rather. Yeah, the attendance form. When you fill it, you have access to all of the materials we're going to be using. I'm going to be using in this session. Okay, so let's ensure that we fill in the attendance sheet. And so sorry, my slides are from that number 22, but I'm going to go to number one now. Okay, so let's have it. Okay, who else do I have on this call? Okay, I have Dami. I have Hi Henry. Thank you for joining in. It's nice to have you in this session. This session is especially for you, trust me. And I'm here to answer our questions and talk to us. Hi Ola, I see you. Okay. Hi Taiwo, it's nice to have you here. Hello, who else we have here? And today what we're going to talk about, right? So this is one of Amdari's tech career session, and welcome. It's nice to have you here. And today we're going to be discussing why now. Yes, now. Why now is the best time to get into a data role. And we're going to be looking at different data roles and how to actually get into this role. We're going to talk about that one thing that's missing actually. That one, there's always going to be one thing that you probably are not doing right. So you're not able to get that job at that time. So all of this is what we're going to be discussing in this session. And hi, this is Amdari. Welcome again to Amdari. And I mean, you've been hearing Amdari. Let me just tell you what we do at Amdari. What we do at Amdari is that we help bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and hands-on experience. And what does that mean? Now, your blends. Amdari gives you the platform to implement all your blends. That's what we do. So I know we have all of this on the slide, but I'm just telling you in one sentence what Amdari is. So Amdari just give you that space to implement all the tools you do or your blends. They give you that space to work in that field that you're looking. So it could be data analytics, it could be data science, business analysis, SOC, it could be ethical hacking. So now they're giving you that platform to implement all your blends. They're giving you that field to know what it feels like working in that space. I know at the end of it all, you're looking to get a role in one of the spaces. So we're preparing you actually for that future role, yeah, that dream role that you're looking to get. We're here to prepare you for it. So that's what Amdari just does in general. So what we do is we help bridge the gap between theoretical learning and real world experiences. And how do we do that? We provide you with practical and real life end-to-end projects that you work on. And trust me, it's always hands-on project, okay? And so what do I have next? I'm going to talk about Ifemina. So hi everyone, welcome again if you're just joining us. Meet Ifemina. Ifemina is the founder of Amdari, and he has a wealth of experience cutting across different sectors from data analytics to data science to data engineering. Now, talk about the data ecosystem. You mentioned Femina. He's one of those top people in this space, and he's the co-founder of Amdari and also Analytics. I mean, we've heard Analytics, then Amdari, yes, Analytics is also a part of, a sister company to Amdari. So yes, you're in the right place, okay? And so through all of this platform, Femina has helped thousands and thousands of people, right? I mean, we're talking about thousands of people. I tell people like there's something Amdari co-founders do and Amdari workers do. They literally transform lives. Trust me when I say this. They literally transform and change lives. Okay. I mean, I meet someone that has zero knowledge and then they're going from being maybe just a customer sales rep to becoming a data analyst and getting a senior role there. I've seen all of that happen. And so Efemina makes all of that happens, okay? And he has experiences across different sectors. Data science, he's worked as a data science contractor in UK, Canada, and that's where he's, I can see he's working across these three places currently. And he's worked as a business data support lead in UK post office. He has experiences working as a data analytics manager in TISA UK. So yes, he has that experience that you're looking to get. And yes, when you come to Andari, you're going to be learning a lot from Efemina. And so another thing that we'll talk about Efemina is his wealth of experience, not just in data analytics, but also in business intelligence and management. Okay. And so he's worked across different sectors. I already mentioned tech, finance, and all of these things you're coming to also learn, right? Because during the mentorship session, you get to meet Efemina. So you're learning from him too. So that's why, it should be part of Amdari. Another person I want you to meet is Adeza. Adeza is a technological expert and he has over a decade experience in data analytics and management consulting. Though he's also the founder of Analytics and co-founder of Amdari, and he has helped over 2,500 people plus. I mean, more than that. And now we're talking about people with no prior tech background. He's helped them transition into tech, and not just transition, but he's also helped them land their first job. Like amazing, literally amazing. Okay, I've done that too. So at Amdari, that's what we do. Okay, so he's worked in sports, financial service, FX, and energy, and all of that, right? And he currently resides in Alberta, Canada. So shout out to Adeza, shout out to Efemina, and this is me, Isabella Martins, and here I am right now. Hi, Prince. It's nice to have you on this call. I'm glad you're joining us today. So my name is Isabella, and I'm the data lead at Amdari. I'm also a career strategist, and one thing I embody is a belief. I believe that skills transcend degrees and passion pioneers path. And I can tell you that because from my own experience and my own story, my journey reflects this. And I've transitioned from a non-technical background into a technical background. I've worked in diverse sectors across tech, fintech, healthcare, even research analytics. And so I've been in this space for close to a decade. And so I can tell you that one thing that helps you stand out is you being able to, learn and build experience. So one thing I'm keen on doing is also helping more people get into tech. And I'm not just helping them get into here, like the whole tech industry, but I'm doing that by also giving them the confidence. That's what I do. I give you the confidence, skill, and every support you need to thrive in this space. So I'm passionate about career transitioning because I know what it feels like. I mean, I went from a non-technical background into securing a full-time technical role, and I've done this in the last almost a decade now, and it's been going amazing. I've worked in different firms across like Nigeria, the UK, even in Canada. And so yes, I can relate to what you are going through right now. In my own time, I needed experience, right? And so I'm big on everyone building experience to really get into that space. And so today I'm going to be walking you through how you can actually get yourself job ready and also let you know that there are actually jobs in the data space. It doesn't have to be data analytics. There's so many other roles that you can work in. So far, you have those skills. So now let's talk. What are we going to be discussing today? But first of all, before I dive into that, I would like to know us more, right? So I would like to know which of, if you're working in the tech space, you can drop me a reaction if you're currently working in tech. But I would love you to do something. Drop me a comment. I would like to know where you're currently like maybe working in tech. If you're not working in tech, maybe you're currently learning, right? Or you just finished the boot camp. I would like to know which of them is it data science, data analytics, data engineering. Andrew, I would love to know which of the tech stack you're currently, in. Are you learning? How long have you been learning? That's what I want to know. So I get to know you more. Now I know where you're from. Now I want to know more about you, right? Yeah, that's because I care about you. And so what we're having today, first of all, we're going to be discussing the top high demand data rules. And what's going to follow that is how to become a tech professional and secure a job. Then we talk about Amdaru work experience internship. And I have a big review for everyone. Yeah, very big review. So now this session is tailored to three types of professionals, three types, right? First one, now think of this. What is your current level like? What's your current level of expertise like? And what's your knowledge like? Like, is it enough to actually get you a data role in UK? Is it? So now we have the career switches, right? You're looking to switch or transition career or change. And now we have if you just completed your BSc or MSc, right? Now you're thinking to yourself, I'm done. What's next for me? Like, what are the job opportunities after I've studied data science, after I've studied machine learning, after I've studied data analytics? And next is OMG, I just moved to the United States. I just moved to the United Kingdom. I need to get a job ASAP. I need a job that, gives sponsorship and all of that. You are in the right place because here I'm going to be talking about all of this, right? So now I want to know you more. Like I mentioned already, I already know where some of you come from. And now I want to know which are you, right? Are you a recent graduate or you're just, still in school, maybe your final year, or you're wrapping up your thesis and then you're looking to do your applications? Did you currently move to the UK or Canada or the United States or Australia? Actually, like which of them I would like to know. Okay, let's have that conversation, right? Before I delve in. So I'm excited to have everyone here, but I don't know if you're excited to have me because I'm not seeing the excitement. Like I need to feel it. Like I need to feel it. Okay. So let me hear from Andrew. Okay. Hi, Nonso. Nonso said it's in the third category. Okay. Okay, no, so it's nice to have you here. And so today we're going to be discussing opportunities for you. Okay, so I don't just have Nonso on this call. What's happening? Let's talk. I have Andrew on this call. Like I have Femi on this call. I have Irabo on this call. What's the tree? Your hand is up.
Yes, I just want to nudge them. Okay, if you would like to get a recording of this session, please fill
Okay.
the attendance form on the chat box. Thank you.
Okay, so I have Onyi Franklin. Like Onyi, talk to me, Prince. You on this call? You don't talk to me. I have Taiwo. Taiwo, talk to me. Let's talk. This session is not just for me. It's for us to have like that conversation. Okay, Umar. Like I want to get to know you. I want to know where you're joining in from. I want to know what's your current where you're currently at. Which of this category you fall under also. Okay. Hi, Alex. I would like to know you more. Okay. I'd like to know which of these categories fall under. So I'm going to check in the chat box to get to know every other person. Now I know so it's in the UK. He just moved and see the third category, but I don't just have only so on this call. I have every other person on this call. So it will be nice to drop answers to my question. And while I wait for that, right, I'll go to the next slide. What we have. So what do I have in my next slide? I have this. Okay, so I already asked which of the categories, and I'm waiting for our replies. And why I do that, right? Before now, I already asked about the data roles. Which are you currently pursuing? Okay, so Nonso, are you pursuing a data analytics role, or you're looking to pursue a data science role, or a data engineering role? Which are you currently pursuing, Nonso? So I'd like to also hear that. So I have like Nonso, Andrew, I have Femi, like I would like to get to know you. Omar, like I want to know if you're in this session. Like, you understand? Let's have a conversation. Hi Prince, let's have a conversation. Franklin, Irabo, which of these data roles are you currently pursuing? Right? Is it data analytics, data science? Which okay, Uchechukwu, it's nice to have you in this call. And so let's okay, so Taiwo said data analytics. Okay, thank you, Taiwo. It's nice to have you here. I'm happy to have you here and welcome. And yes, I myself am a data analytics specialist. Okay, Johanna said project management. Okay, so I think Umar said I'm good for data science, but it's very hard to get a job. What are the qualifications? Please don't worry, we'll have all of that conversation. Just stay with me, okay? We're going to walk through that. And so the next thing I have is this. Now, people say that the data space is saturated, there's no jobs, and recruiters people say recruiters and employers they need certificates and degrees for you to be in tech. Who says that? People say that, right? Uma said you need to get sponsorship. We'll get the Uma. Then other things that you hear people say is like there's this over reliance on technical how to know. Then some people say, oh, you need country specific experience and all of that. You understand? So now the data space is they say it's saturated, no job. Is it true? We would actually look at that now. And now, talking about what recruiters need, we're going to look and see what actually they need. Okay. And would actually also see which technical skill they're looking for you to have. And also the tools, right? We'll see if the tools are maybe country specific or not, or maybe the same tool you use in the UK. If you can use that tool, you can also use it in the US. You understand? So we're going to be discussing about all of that in this session. And our data was really saturated. Ask yourself, like, okay, let's talk. Omar, are they really saturated? Okay, Irabo said, okay, Irabo is in data analytics joint cohort. Okay, it's nice to have you, Irabo. So are these roles really saturated or you just lack the necessary skill? Let's have that conversation. Okay, first of all, now you learn, you package yourself, and you apply for that, and you apply for the job role, and then you get a job, literally. So that's how it works. So you learn, package, apply. That your learning phase, right? I know people have learned here for a while, right? And then now the struggle you might be having is putting the right CV or building the experience, right? How to really position yourself for that roles. Like, when you get those interviews, no one will be asking you what is data analysis, what is data science. What they want to see is a project they've worked on. Many times they'll give you project and they'll tell you to solve this project and come and present to us. Now that is the experience we're talking about. So at this point, do you have that capacity or skill to actually do that, right? So that's what it's about. And then, as a couple of people might be like, okay, or where can you learn and build now? We have some guys that are looking to learn and build at the same time, right? You want to gain the experience on the job. We have some of us that have learned. Now we need to implement and maybe refresh our memories of what we've learned. Okay. Don't worry, you're in the right place. Okay. So Uma, I'm going to need you to register. I will need you to fill the attendance form so you could get the recording. And so now, talking about package, right? One of the things you need to do is package your CV. And now we're talking about your employability skills, right? And then you're talking about your CV. You need to revamp it. Are you just using one random CV to apply for defense roles, or you are tailoring your CV the right way? Like those are conversations we need to have, right? Conversations around that are important because it's possible that you have been applying for jobs, you're not getting anything. That's because you're probably doing the CV thing the wrong way. Like that's it. It's possible that you're not applying for jobs to see the JD. And don't forget, you have ACS and all of these things that they use to assess and track your CVs. Okay, so those are the things that are important. LinkedIn is your LinkedIn optimized, or you claim that you have this experience, you have that, and then I go to your LinkedIn and I'm like, oh, okay, who's this person? This person profile. Okay, like those are the things we're talking about because for every time a recruiter or an employer sees you, next thing they do is check what your profile looks like. Okay, then another thing is you probably don't know how to navigate the job market. That's another thing. Maybe you're only applying to only data analytics role every time. I mean, you have these skills. There are other roles that you can apply to. Like that's what I'm talking about. So maybe you don't know how to navigate the job market. Like you're struggling with that. That might be why you've not gotten that role. Like that actually can be a reason. And the next is interview preparation. Like that's another skill you need. Hi Prince, I'm going to take your question at the end of this session, but if it's urgent, you can just drop it in the chat box, okay? Drop it in the chat box and I would see it Okay. So now we talk about interview preparation. Now that might be why you're not getting that job, because even after you pass the they've 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 reached out to you, come for interview, and then you're not able to deliver the interview because maybe they gave you a technical task and you've done it so well, oh, you have the skill, but then you've not been able to present or communicate whatever you have done so far to the employers, and they're like, oh, okay, I sure you did this. Okay, you did this. Tell us what you did. Like the presentation skill could be what's missing, and then that's why they don't call you back. Like literally. And then you talk about mentorship sessions. Like all of these are just a process of packaging you, because trust me, that is what you need at this point in time, actually. And so mentorship session, you need to learn from others that have been in this space, right? I tell people mentorship, in fact, I emphasize it a lot because I was once in that point where I needed it so much, but I didn't have that space. But here I'm Dari, they give you that space to be mentored by people that have worked in this space, because you get to talk to them. Now you don't just get to do all of the technical skill, but they talk to you about other things in the field, how it is to work in that space, other things you need to look at. There are so many skills that you actually need to get, like talk about how to present your dashboards, storytelling. So I'm going to give more of data examples because I am a data analytics specialist, okay? And then we have job reference letter. Yeah, many times it might be that you do not have that company that could give you reference letter, because many times they may be like, oh, you need a company that is in the UK and all of that, and on the job support you got the job, and then maybe there was nobody to put you through, or you were really confused and there was no way you could reach out, and then maybe in less than 2 weeks they are taking you off the job. Like all of these things are necessary, and at Amdari we're going these are all of the things you have access to, actually. So you can see that it's not just the learning and technical aspect, okay? There are so many others that you need to know about. And so welcome back, Sam Diary. Hi, it's nice to have you here. And okay, let's see. Oh, okay, let's see who we have here. Okay, Omar. Okay, Omar already said you should fill the attendance form. Irabo. Okay, Irabo is here. Okay, so I have Tammy just joining us. Hi, Tammy. It would be nice to see a hi from you. Hi, Mary. It's nice to have you here. Welcome to Amdari. So Amdari is your one-stop shop platform, and that's because at Amdari, the learn, package, and apply that we talked about, you have all of that here in one space. So Rave, Rave, and Rave is the remote apprenticeship virtual experience, right? And we have the Amdari Learn platform, and that's, trust me, that's your number one short course platform. And then we have the Amdari portfolio, and so all of these are embedded in the Amdari website, which we'll look at, right? And then we have the employability skill. I just talked about that, mentorship session, CV review, all of these. And then we have your applications, right? On the Amdari platform, we have a job board. A platform like Amdari just give you everything that you need, right? Everything you need, because in one space you are learning, you are building, and you're packaging yourself. And then you don't even have to always, start going to LinkedIn, look for all these jobs on the Amdari platform. We have all of these jobs on Amdari platform. And I'm going to be walking us through all of that for the end of this session. I'm going to show you around. Or let me do that right now. So now you can see my screen now. This is the Amdari platform. Everything in one space. All you need to transform your career is three things: learn, package, and then apply. In one space, you have all of this. And so you can see projects. Aside from the project that you even get to work on being an intern at Amdari, there are other projects that on the Amdari platform you have access to. Now you have the portfolio. You don't need a software developer to start to build that to build your website. You understand? You have it already embedded easily. Add it to your Git, add it to your LinkedIn, share it. Just one, very easy. And then job board I mentioned. You can see the job board. Okay, before I go to the link, we have the job board. So for every job you want, right? And it's updated like, oh, let me take this out. Apologies. So you can see the job board, okay? So you can see this was posted 6 days ago, penetration tester. So you can see the job board here. So senior data scientist, like all of these jobs. So if you're done and you have your portfolio ready, you just come data analytics. You come search for the job. You have the zip code here, so you can decide to maybe filter in or something. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so now you can see data analytics manager, senior data analyst, senior consultant, like all of these jobs are here, like we can see. So now the next thing you have is the learn. So for if you're rusty, right? If you're rusty, you could come here and take one or two courses and just rushing it up while you're in the internship program. Okay, SQL, Tableau, Microsoft Fabric, Power BI, Excel, on and on and on. Like that's why I said this is all in one pack just for you. Okay. So the next thing I have is ask you one question. I have a question, and the question is, why do you think data careers are booming? Even though it feels as though no one wants to talk to me and I'm asking questions and oh okay, okay, no one. Okay, so why do we think the data career is actually booming? Like, I would like to hear from Omar. I would like to hear from Irabo. I would like to hear from Nonso. Like, let's just think. So, I'm going to give you my own opinion. In my own view, right? See, data shapes how data-driven decision shapes how businesses are. Like, I tell my data bodies, I am a superhero. And I'll tell you why I call myself a superhero. That's because I transform lives with data. I save lives with data. Yes, okay, I didn't mention it right. I'm a healthcare enthusiast also, and an advocate for maternal and child health. And yes, I've worked in diverse organizations where we build data tools to save lives of women and children. And so I've seen that, and that's why I can tell you that data transform lives. Okay, and even businesses. I've seen how data have saved businesses. And if you do not know, over 80% of UK companies they cite data talent shortages. And now you're looking at remote or hybrid role, you get all of that. And yes, the money, tech money, right? You have high salary potential. I mean, as a data analyst, you're earning within 35K pounds, 55K pounds. Like that's good money, like literally. Okay, when you said looking into project management, have been in and still currently in administrative field. Okay, I just took a long ago course and finished in data analytics. I actually joined for the PM. Okay, not bad. Okay, so I mean data analytics is cool, right? But since you said PM, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so now as a DA professional, DS professional, DE professional, that's data analytics, data science, data engineering. Don't worry, we know one another. Okay. What kind of jobs can you apply to? Like I mentioned, some people might say, I don't want to work as a data analyst. I mean, you can work as a database administrator. There are so many roles actually in that space that you can work at. So I don't know if you've seen this. So have you seen the feature of job reports? If you have not, you should register, not register, you should fill in the form, right? So fill in the form so that you can get access to this recording and this slide. So you can go through this report. Okay. So now let's look at this report. So do you know that we have data professionals topping the list? Like we can see that. So if you look at this now, if you look at the fastest growing and fastest declining jobs from 2025 to 2030 now, fastest growing jobs, you can see big data specialists, AI and machine learning specialists, data warehouse specialists, data analytics and sciences. Like you can see all of this. So many times when you hear data, like data professionals like cut across like different spaces literally. And that is the future. Like this is from this article has trended for the longest of time, and so this is straight up from World Economic Forum, unfiltered, nothing. This is their report, theirs, and so now see these jobs like, and you're saying that the data space is saturated. Oh, no. So now let's talk about this more in details. Now let's talk about data engineering. So now let's categorize them. Now I mentioned big data specialists. I mentioned AI and special machine learning specialists. I also mentioned okay, I mentioned big data specialists, data warehouse specialists. Now, if you see this, it's been categorized into data engineering. So that is why you should fill in the form so you can get this document. And when you have it, you'll be able to have access and really see how these things are categorized. Okay. And so when you talk about data
Hi, Christabel. I think we lost you. Please, if she's hanging from your own end, give me a thumbs up. I want to ensure that it's not from my end alone. Can you, yeah, she's hanging from your end as well. Okay. Okay, please give us a minute, okay? Let's get her back. Please stay on the call. Thank you. Please, if you don't fill the attendance form, do well to fill the attendance form, okay? So you get the recording of the session in case you won't be staying till the end of the session, okay? I have dropped it on the chat. The attendance form is on the chat. Please do well to fill it in while she joins us back, okay? So sorry for the inconvenience. Please stay on the call. Does anyone have questions? So I could engage us while she joins. So if you have questions about anything she has said so far, then I could answer the questions. All right, you have questions. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to unmute your mic now. So you could unmute your mic and speak and ask me any question, then I'm going to answer that. All right, Prince, go ahead with your question. Hi, Prince, you can unmute your mic now and ask. Would there still be project management session? Yes, we have project management showcase tomorrow. So our consultants that are currently doing the internship with us will showcase the projects they've worked on tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that session. It's good. So you don't get to always hear from us. You get to hear from the people that are already doing the internship or work experience. You know, check out the kind of project they're working on and the kind of value they're getting from the internship. All right. So we have project management session tomorrow. Hi, Prince. You can unmute your mic. If you can unmute your mic, please let me know because I've already changed the setting. You can unmute your mic now. Yes, still 8 p.m. Oni. Yes, still 8 p.m. 8 p.m. tomorrow. Our consultants, two of them, will be presenting to people. So ensure you join tomorrow. Okay. Okay. I think Christabel is back. Please, if you've not filled the attendance form, go ahead and fill the attendance form. Christabel, you have the floor. Christabel, your mic is muted.
I'm so sorry. Like, imagine I talked a lot and I realized I was muted. So now I was talking about the tools for data analytics, and I mean you use Power BI. You can use Power BI. You know how to use MySQL, SQL Server, AWS, Fabric, Excel. Like these are the tools that you need as a data analytics specialist. And then you can see all of the roles. You have sales analyst, marketing analyst, operations analyst. So if you're just applying to data analytics and then you're not hearing anything, I mean, why do that when there are different roles that you can also apply to? Okay, not just streamline yourself to one role. And then we have for data scientists, like I'm going to do something quick. So now join me, stay with me. Let's look at what this role in data analytics looks like. So let's see what they always also require. So like I mentioned, there are different roles. So now you can see we have pricing analysts. Okay. So you can see we have the pricing analyst, senior support analyst, and okay, let's something quick. Let's even see what these jobs look like. So now let's see when these jobs are posted. So now we have two jobs are posted today in analytics, right? And then let's see in the last 3 days, it's jobs in the last 2 weeks. So just for this particular role, like pricing analyst and then senior support analyst role, metering analyst. So even if you don't want to work at it, there are different analytical roles that you could apply for. And let's even see what the requirement looks like, right? So let's see. So we have this. So description, pricing analyst, and displays 30,000. Okay, this is just about the job. So quick one, what will you be doing? So you'll be conducting detailed market research and benchmarking to uncover opportunities, developing pricing structures, analyzing product mix data to recommend improvement and flag underperforming performance. I mean, as a data analyst, that's one of the jobs, right? And so what are they looking for? See, very just simple. And then you're saying that there's no job. Like, what are we talking about? So advanced Excel skills. Like they're not even asking for much. Just an Excel skill will get you this job, like amazing, right? So advanced, that's the only technical skill like tool I can see here. Okay, so strong analytical and numerical capabilities, a good grasp of basic finance, flexibility and excellent interpersonal skills, and then some what they feel like is desirable, right? If you have insight into supply chain processes, familiarity with product mix, and all of this, that we can see all of these skills, right? Like we can see, like these are all of the things. So imagine as a data analyst, it's just Excel that you even know how to use and use it very well. There's still job opportunities for you, like literally, like this is what we're talking about. And then you this very good money, £13 plus, like good salary if you ask me. So let's take a look at another space and let's see what it looks like. So let's say you decide to apply to just a you just want to learn how to use SQL. And so if that's just what you want to focus in, there's still space for you to work in. Like you can be a database administrator. So let's see what this looks like. So you can be a database administrator, and yes, you can see here work on regular import schedule of imports, follow detailed processes and guides. So like we can see all of this here, you read about it, you see the skills. So who says you cannot just sometimes, right? All you need to do is do your research and get more detailed information. And don't worry, that's why you're at Amdari, because I've done the research for you, right? And so that's why I'm telling you that there are diverse roles that you can actually apply to. Even if it's just SQL you can use, even if it's just Excel, there are jobs for you out there. And for a data scientist, like we have this, there are tools to be SQL Server, they use statistics, Python, PySpark, Azure, AWS, and all of that, right? And then for a data engineer, they use DBT, Python, GitHub, PySpark, and now we can see all of the job roles for a data science. See, there's so many roles. If you're just applying for data scientist, why are you doing that? There are other roles. See, big data analyst. Remember that one of the top jobs in that 2023 World of Job Firm was big data specialist. And what are we talking about? Like NLP developer, machine learning engineer. So you don't have to streamline yourself. There are lots and lots of rules, right? So let me show us a quick one. So let's say you just even know how to use PySpark, right? So now this is a job for you. As a data engineer, you just want to you know how to use and it's PySpark. So now you can say this is a job for you, right? So if you're just good with Python and even your SQL, like you're good to go with these jobs. So you can see what the salary looks like. Very, very yummy, if you ask me, interesting. And then you can see like there are so many other jobs that you can apply to. Like, see, like if you know how to just use only Snowflake, there's a job for you. See, senior data engineer, Snowflake. So you do not even have to know how to use all the tools, even though you know how to use all the tools. And when you're applying for job roles, you can just look for jobs that tools that maybe you want to focus in and pick those tools. Even if you decide that okay, oh, it's only Power BI that you want to even use as a data analyst, there are jobs for you. Like there are jobs for you. Like there are actually jobs for you. So only in Power BI developer, we had 180 jobs that were posted today. In the last 3 days, we had 1,362 jobs. Last like now, this is only if you can. In fact, I can only use Power BI, and I only want to apply to Power BI roles. These are like there are jobs for you, okay? And so the pay is even like £40,000. Like this is like good money. Like this is good money, right? So I'm just trying to make us understand how in all of this, right? If you are good with a certain tool and you're able to package yourself, emphasis on that, you learn, you package, and then you're ready to apply for that role, you will get that job now. Okay, now let's look at the requirements, right? Okay, Power BI, Power Query, SQL, T-SQL, that's MS SQL and all of that. And I'm not even seeing any certification here, like they're not asking, like so far that I've been checking, I've not seen anyone where they actually request for certificates or certification. Like you can see 5 years plus of experience. They're asking for experience. So that's why I said what you are missing out is experience. That's why you're missing out. You need to build experience, right? And see, you have advanced SQL in everything, like nice to have experience working with finance, deep knowledge of database, like is anyone seeing certification or you must have one certificate, or I can't even see you must have a degree in Power BI or data analytics or anything. I'm not seeing all of that. I'm not seeing all of that now. And then you are there, you have the skill, you're not able to land that role. Trust me, you're probably not doing something right, okay? And so all of that is about to change. All of that's about to change, right? And now I've said it already. Yes. Okay, let me just pose this question to you. Would experience be all you need to launch into your data career? I've been saying experience, experience, but what if that's what's missing in your entire strategy, right? That's what is missing, experience, right? And welcome back. Now, the almighty formula is this text. When you have your technical skill and experience, and then you add it to your employability skill, that's equals to a job offer, like interviews, like literally you acing interviews. Now, this is all you need to put yourself in a better space and position to land that role. Because yes, there's space for you in the data space. And welcome to the Amdari Work Experience Internship Program. Like I said, what we do at Amdari is we help bridge the gap between theoretical learning and real world experience. So what we just do is we give you space to build your technical skill whilst even building your employability skill and packaging you. That's the word. And then you're even learning, like literally learning, and you're building yourself for that job that you're looking to apply for. You're working in that space, in that role. Amazing. So this is the secret actually. You learn, right? Learning, you gain experience in your desired tech stack. It could be data analytics, data science, business analysis, data engineering, project management, stock, ethical hacking, pen testing, all of this. And then this next thing, like I would always say, you are probably missing out is packaging. Yes, because you can have the skill. I've been to hackathons because many times, I have the opportunity to be judges during hackathons or designer things and all of that. So I see people with skills, but they can't even communicate what they've done. Like I see them put up their slides and I'm like, you have this skill, but you can't even walk me through what you have done. Like tell me, like I'm your stakeholder. Like, I want to invest. Like, let me know what this looks like. You've done something awesome, but then they can't even explain what they have done. Now, that's what we're talking about packaging. What if you have the skill, but you don't know how to package yourself? Now, that's where Andaro comes in, right? Because they're not just equipping you with the skill, right? They're giving you all you need to try. And for real, though, for real, because I'm in that space and I've seen it. We have a couple of interns that have gotten job roles even in a month, 2, 3 months, like because we don't just leave you even after we know that you have gotten that skill, and then you finally
No,
and you finally get that role. Sorry, who's it? Can you help me miss that person that is speaking? Sorry, it's distracting. So when you even get that in that role or interview, we have people, specialists and professionals that will walk you through the process, right? You can have interview prep with them. When that company sends you a task to work on, you have people that when you work on it, you can give them to go through it. You guys talk about it together before your main interview. Like that's what we're talking about. And obviously, you're going to have to now push in those applications. And trust me, you will see the results. And welcome back again to Amdari. I just keep on saying welcome because I believe that people keep on joining this call. I'm even saying that, okay? So welcome if you're just joining in. And you should register actually so that you can get this recording and get this file so you can run through it later. So at Amdari, how does it work? Right, we have our business problems, our business partners. We have projects from our different partners that they share with us, and what we do is we come share it with you in your group, right? Because you get to work in groups and in teams, right? And then I come to you, I share with you, and then we give you the opportunity to work on those projects. Now those industry projects, because at the end of it all, what you need are real life projects. You need to see how it works. That's what you need. I know that YouTube's are nice, YouTube is an amazing place to learn, like, but trust me, you want to actually see the real thing, right? You don't want to do all of those follow through tutorials. Okay, you follow through, but I mean you follow through, so it's not a big deal. Unlike when you are given an actual business problem and then you're like thinking, oh, where do I start from? Like that's the one we're talking about, the one that taxes you, the one where you get to see, oh, how nice. So this is how it actually is to work in this space where you have all of the meetings and all of that. And so, like, you already have your team presentation. Yes, there are team presentations. You present to stakeholders, you present to your own teams outside your team. You even have opportunities to present to our own business partners. Yes, there are times that we have them on calls, right? You present to the Amdari management and even external audience. Yes, you get an opportunity too. So now I talk about we pulling you out of your comfort zone, right? I'm going to help you build that confidence. Trust me, because No, I'm not leaving you where you are because you have come, and then trust me, you would see how your life will transform in a month, 3 months. You know that you're that person that always like, I just like to be in my own space, so I don't want to speak during calls or no. You see how that will change because you will get to meet people in the process of it all. And then you see how others are growing and building, and you would be inspired to actually. And all of that is what you actually need. There's a community that you can leverage on, a community of other data analysts. And so that's why I work with Amdari, because I didn't have all of this opportunity in my own time. So now I have the opportunity to give this to every other person. Obviously, I do it with all of my heart, actually. Okay, and then you have your portfolio. I already showed us your portfolio, and then you get LinkedIn recommendation and on and on. Yes, you can reach out to Isabella. I work with you. I want a recommendation on LinkedIn. Yes, like I'll make that happen for you. Okay, and then all of this you can use it during your experience during interviews. And like I would always say, nobody will ask you what is data analytics and all of this. And breaking it into stages is this: you are a data analytics consultant with Andari, right? And then we have a project we're working on. We all come on board. We have drop-in sessions. So we come in during those drop-in sessions to work on the project together. We brainstorm, we build dashboards together. We assess when we're giving BRDs, we brainstorm, we understand what business domain it is. From there, we get better understanding of what's next. All of this step by step is more like a project circle. So another opportunity you have is to see what a project circle looks like. And if it's a team project, who knows? Andrew could be the team lead on his project, like in his team, and lead others, right? Amazing. You get opportunity to see what it feels like to lead a team, things like that, right? And then other things that you get to learn is during interviews, you learn how to, use the star format to answer and prepare for interview questions. Yes, that's how it is actually. You learn how to use different tools. In fact, what I love most about this whole thing is the fact that you're building your communication skills, in the sense that when you have, after all of the projects, I've used this dashboard, your dashboard is nice. And then the next thing is, okay, present to us, tell us what you have done. And then that's where you begin to build your own
Career
confidence
talk.
and now be more confident in what you have done. Okay. The fact that, oh, I can actually do this and explain what I've done, because like I would always tell people, it's not about building. You have to communicate and tell me what you have built. You have to walk me through. If you're not there, can I understand what you've done? That's what we're talking about. All of those are what you actually get to, experience and gain and build. And so let's discuss which of this. Okay, I think I already know a couple of us and what tech stacks we want. So but I'm asking one more time. Hello, Bingbe. Thank you for joining me. So which of this tech stack are you interested in? Let me see. Which So let's have it come in. Hi, Martins. Oh, I'm Isabella Martins, and you're Martins Iyere. Oh, my name is nice to have you in this call. So, Martins, which of these tech stacks are you interested in? Which? So, Andrew, I think I already heard from Andrew. Okay, no, so oh no, so
Yeah,
okay, now you're
I'm
interested in
already
data
on project
analytics.
management. Yeah,
Okay.
stack.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. So, oh, so Franklin, I've not been able to talk you into data analytics. Okay, so no, so you're welcome. I'm going to, I can't wait to have you actually, and it'll be so nice to talk to you. Okay, so no, the meeting is not for data analytics. Actually, it cuts across all the data roles and everyone. But because I'm a data analytics specialist, so whenever I give you examples, I talk from my own experience. Okay, being a data analytics for almost a decade, so that's why many times I give those examples. But this program cuts across everybody: data science, data analytics. But today I'm much more talking about data rules, okay? And yeah, so boycott across everyone, okay? So let's see what we have next. And yes, so no, so I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next cohort on the 9th. And so am I looking forward to seeing you, Prince. I'm looking forward to see Andrew and every other person, right? And so I would love you to fill in this form so that you can have access to this recording. And I'm saying you should fill in that form so you can go back and watch this, and you can also see the website I explored. You know how I mentioned about many times you end up streamlining yourself, and that's the problem. You feel like you need to know everything, but I'm now telling you that you do not need to know everything. You don't need to know everything. See, even with the most basic skill, if it's just data analytics skill that you have, right, you can apply to diverse role. And even in data analytics, if it's just SQL, you love SQL, you are so in love in SQL with SQL that that is what you want to focus on. There are jobs for you. You can be a database administrator. If it's just Power BI, you are so in love with Power BI, you love DAX, you love Power Query, then they're jobs for you. And then if you move to data engineering and then you're that person that loves Python and PySpark, I mean, we saw jobs where those could only be the requirement, like literally, like we saw jobs like that. If it's just Snowflake that you really love using, like this is a job for you. If it's just Power BI that you love using, okay, so let me not be biased. Let me just do something quick. Let's see what we have for the project managers, right? Let's check them out. Because I see a lot of project managers on this call. Managers. Okay, so when you slapping, okay, so now let's talk about project man. Okay, so first of all, let's see what the job looks like. Oh, okay, amazing. There are many jobs for project managers, but I see why everyone is like saying I'm going for PM. So just today, there are like 513 jobs that was posted on just read though. Imagine other platforms. On Read, you have like in the last 3 days, over 2,000 jobs. Wow. On just Read though. Now imagine other job boards like now I've said it already. Build experience and learn so that you can actually, at the end of it, all get that role. And so let's people see what it looks like. Let's see. Okay, so this is what. Okay, I'm trying to understand what project management is, so you can see what you need. 2 years of experience, supervisory management experience. I'm not so familiar with this, but I'm going to try. But I'm going to just pull this up for us, okay? So we can see. Remember, my stack is what data analytics. So I can talk on and on about that. So okay, so I can see the some of the tools for project management. Quick one, project managers on this call. Why not give me tell me too, like what tools are you looking forward to learning and working with? Because I can see that you use this ICP, DNO, knowledge on LV. Sorry, I can't really explain to you because I'm a data analytics specialist, okay? But I'm very sure that on when you join in, you have the project PM specialist, like you're going to learn all of this, right? And then he's going to give you more insight on how it works, what the opportunities there looks like, and on and on and on. Okay, so that's why you need to register so that you can have access to this material and explore. Okay, and so what do we have for you? Yes, so amazing offer, right? That's what we have right now. And so if you're looking to enroll to the career experience internship for data analytics, data science, agile project management, business analysis, so this is what it looks like for 3 months. The full amount is £500, but because we're currently running a discount, and so you can save up to £1,000, it's going for £390. And so for 6 months is £900, and so there's a discount of £150. So what you're just gonna pay is gonna be £750, okay? And now move to other ones. I call them other ones because these ones are really the AI is going everywhere. And when you talk about that, you talk about threats. And so now let's talk about the SOC analyst, the threat intelligence and ethical hackers, penetration testing, because we really need these guys to keep us safe from all of these things that are happening in this world. But if you're looking to get into one of this program, the full amount is only is wow, okay, £500, and then you have the discounts of 390. You have the discounts of £110, so you get to pay just 390. And do you know what I love the most about Amdari? Like I said, we are so much interested in you and your growth, right? And so we already put into consideration how it gets and all of that financially. And so do you know that you can actually pay instrumentally? So now let me open one of this program. So let me open for project management, right? So let's say I'm going to click on secure my internship. So first of all, that is why you need to register you need to fill in this form, right? So that you can get access to these materials and see access to what the payment plan is. Okay, it is in this document I'm currently on. You can see main stack and all of that. So now this is where you would see it here. So you can see this is if you're looking to make your secure your spot. In fact, let me just drop this on the chat, right? So that we can look through it. And if you're looking to, you should not even still be thinking about it. You should actually secure your spot now, because we're looking to just get just 20 people on board. And right now we have about, I think we have less than 5 persons to complete that, and we're going to call it a wrap actually. Okay. So we have just a couple of people that were looking to get into this program, okay? And so why not secure your spots now and today? Like, very easy. You could walk through the process while I'm showing you around also, okay? So let's go back to Wave. And how do you do that? So let's say project management. For project managers, any tech stack you're looking to, just click on secure your internship. And when you click on that, it takes you to the it takes you to where you see the instrumental payment, right? And here we have it. So this is it. So you can see that this gives you the opportunity to pay in whatever currency. So if you're in the United States, if you're in Texas, or if you're in California or Texas, okay, still in the US. Okay, sorry, if you're in the UK, yeah. If you're in the UK, if you're in Sutherland, Hull, Colchester, Manchester, if you're in Ontario in Canada, if you're in Ontario, Ottawa, like wherever you are, you can actually, pay in your currency. Very easy, okay? So what you do is that you now come here, you choose your payment plan. If you want to, pay in 3 months, it's already stated there. So I'll come here, I click, maybe I just want to pay just the first month, you secure your internship, and then amazing, because it shows you your next payment when it's due. So let's say I want to just do 2 months, I can still secure my internship, right? And so you can see, right, because I want to pay once. So you click on proceed. So when you go to proceed, you see the checkout, you see the amount due. All you need to do is come and fill your name. My name is Isabella Martins. My email is Martins. Okay, this is my email, right? Okay, phone number is optional. Then next thing you do is to proceed. So okay, so looks good. So next thing you have to do is go to your email to confirm, and then you secure your payment. Okay. So after all of this payment is secured, you have to come back to the website. After your payment is secured, you have to, oh, I didn't share that payment screen. I'm so sorry. Oh, was I sharing it? Oh, okay, sorry. So this is the payment screen, yeah. So this is the payment screen. So when you secure your spot, you put in your email and your name, they send you a code, you verify and pay. And after you pay, you have to come back to the platform, and then you have to nudge Amdari, let them know that you have paid. So you fill in this payment registration form. That's the next thing you're going to do. So you have to fill it in. So my name is Isabella. My name is Isabella Martins. Hi, Martins. Hi, here, Martins. My names are really cute here. So Isabella Martins, and then you put your email, right? So this is my email. And then I'll put my state, right? Then the next thing I'm gonna put, what am I? Am I a career switcher, unemployed, recent graduate? I talked about all of this, right? If you are like no, so it's most like a career switcher, so it's trying to switch. Okay, maybe upscaling. So then you put in your country code and your phone number, whichever one works for you. Your country code and your phone number. Actually, you put that in, and you click on next. Okay, so let me just I don't have to record this response, but that's how you just have to come and ensure that you fill this form, okay? Because it's very important. That is what will validate what you've done so far. So now, what I love the most about this testimonial part is because I can relate, and everyone here I've worked with them. Amelia Imade, um, that. Let me see this last person. Amina Imade said, and Nimat. Yeah, I've worked with everyone here. Like we work together. Yeah, they're in the VA cohort, right? And we have some other track, right? One thing that stands out is the experience. As you can see, Amelia said, so far so good. Amelia had a very great experience with us, because I watched Amelia, like, even is her, okay, she had several interviews that she attended, and she did so well in them. I saw Nimat is a mom of four, like mom of four. Nimat came in, she was so rusty because I mean she had not worked in a very long time or anything, like literally. But when she joined, like Nimat was able to, brushing up her skill and all of that. Okay, that's fine. And so okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, so just ensure that you fill in this form, okay? Ensure you fill in the form, okay? Then we have Imade said these are amazing interns that I've worked with and they are doing so well, like so well. And this is what the reference letter looks like. So this is what the reference or recommendation letter unit looks like, okay? And that will give you one. And this is me. Like I showed us the website earlier, how you can have your own portfolio. And you can always share. And yes, this is the job board. So all of the job board I showed us already, right? I walked us through the Amblari platform, and these are all of the jobs that you get to, see. So this is where all of the jobs are, coming from. And with that, this is a wrap. It was really nice to talk to everyone here. So do we have any questions for me? Do we have any questions for me? So, do you have any questions for me? Okay, so before I go, let me tell you what the day today looks like at Amdari. So, okay, Ozichi have okay, Ozichi. Okay, that's the
No, I
question.
don't have questions. I just wanted to tell them if
Okay,
they have questions, they can raise their hands and you call them up, and they can
okay,
also unmute their mic.
okay, okay. So, okay, we don't have questions, but let me give you one more tip. If you join Amdari, when you join Amdari, so other things you get to and like enjoy is the network of people you're going to build, right? And now, when you come, right, you're working on project life, you have the specialist, right, on the call and every other person in your team. And then you guys are working on this project end to end. They're saying, pulling your data, you're doing it on the call and all of that. At every point in time, you're not left alone, right? Because support is always going to be given to you, right? And then we have stand-up meetings. During the stand-up meetings, you get to talk about how you've done so far, your project. Oh, I wish I could just show you actually, but don't worry. When you join, you see it for yourself. And when I see you doing the onboarding, I'll give you more gist actually. But trust me, it's always amazing. We don't just talk about technical things because, like I would always tell you, you need more than the technical skill. You need the soft skill. Now you say you have ability to work alone, critical thinking, all of that, communication skills, time management. When you come, I would now see if you really have that skill. And if you don't have that skill, you have the opportunity to build that skill while you're at Amdari. So when you give a project, there's always a time frame, a deadline, and all of that. Okay, there's always a okay. So Prince said, please, I want to know when this kind of meeting will be done. They do have like drop-in sessions for cybersecurity actually. When you come, you guys you discuss what you've worked on so far, and we have times like we talk about the career actually. There are other things we talk about. We talk about BRDs, like what it takes to build a business requirement document, why you should have it. We talk about salary negotiation, how to negotiate for salaries and all of that. We talk about different things. We talk about sustaining yourself in that career path, right? I have those conversations with the interns. So we talk about how to sustain yourself. We talk about opportunities, maybe in the next 5 years you're looking to transition. We talk about that. So now talk about full support, all of the inspiration you need and motivation you need, because you're going to have that actually. And that's because you're not alone, right? This is one platform where you get other people that are doing the same thing. Like, and so you have these people as lifelong friends. So even after I'm Dari, because like I would always say, I've been in this space for almost a decade actually, and I've met people, right? All of these people I've met have been so instrumental in my growth. And even currently, at times like I feel overwhelmed with work, I still go back to these people. How do I meet them? I met them on a platform like this. So yes, you're not going to have to be alone. You're going to learn from different people across different regions, like literally. So see, this is a very good opportunity for you to build your network and also build that skill you need. Because at the end of it all, like I would always say, what is missing is experience. Recruiters, even though they say they'll train you, they want you to have a level of expertise already so that they know that when we give you this job, you can deliver. I don't have to hold your hand, right? That's what recruiters want. And at Andari, I've held your hand throughout already. And then I give you a space to now work on projects where we give you, okay, well, now go and work on it. Let me see what you have done. And all of this will build your skill over time. And then when you get into the real world, you now know how to work in that space. When you encounter maybe you encounter obstacles or struggles, you have been through that at Andari. So now you're in the outside world. You now know how to handle that. Talk about timeline, projects, circle, like even for every stack, you need to learn how to build a project circle, right? At Andari, you already know how to do that, how to, tackle business problems with a BRD document. All of that you're going to be learning them, okay? And I'm going to stop here. So during the onboarding, you're going to get to know more actually. And so if you're looking to, if I'm not looking, this is a transformational opportunity. So you can secure your spot now actually. Like I say, for me, I transform lives. Yes. And this is a life-changing opportunity. This is one opportunity I didn't have in my own time, right? When I was, moving countries as well as trying to figure it out. I didn't have this opportunity, but now that Amdari does this, I encourage every other person that are in that um phase of their life to actually take advantage of this and build yourself as well as your network, your skills. At the end of it all, what do? You get that dream job, right? From you go from 0 to 100, and it's very possible. And you don't have to know all of the skills, even with the ones you have, you can actually still excel and do well. Okay. And with that said, I call it a day. It was nice to have everyone in this session, and please register to fill in the form so that you can have access to all of these materials and have a lovely night rest. Okay, everyone, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the 9th of August. Bye.
Yes, Oyi is holding tomorrow. Please don't miss it. 8 p.m. tomorrow, Project Management Showcase by our interns, our current interns will be holding tomorrow. Hi, Taiwo, you have questions? Bye, guys.